Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andrea Mason, your global voice and your personal accountability coach. How are you doing today? I'm doing well, and welcome to my channel. As I had mentioned, I'm reaching out to my audience and asking them what type of content they are looking to learn about. I have several degrees and levels of experience that can be found on my website, andreamasons.com. As your global voice under the mentorship and an alumna of Dr. Les Brown, let's get started. Over the past couple of weeks, in the latter part of last year, 2022, and the beginning part of 2023, I have witnessed and observed dramatic changes and levels of concern in the workplace, in adulthood, and young adulthood. Sure, it has happened in elementary school, middle school, and high school, but it has been significantly prominent in high schools, colleges, and adulthood in the corporate realm. What am I talking about? I am talking about that of the level of abuse and bullying amongst peers, supervisors, bosses, coaches, teachers, mentors, and all the above. We used to tend to realize, or for some of us, would categorize bullying and abuse at a yearly young age or young adolescence. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is barely the case. Sure, it still occurs in those years, but also carries on into adulthood. Over the past 10 years or so, I have observed and witnessed a dog eats dog mentality. What do I mean by that? Individuals having particular intentions, angles, missions, or another way of having the upper hand, no pun intended. Whether it be in an abusive relationship or that of bullying. Many times we are victims of abuse and bullying because that is all we have known or been exposed to. However, ladies and gentlemen, it is not a reflection of who we are, but who they are. I can't tell you the numerous amount of times that I've had to gone to the union, gone to HR, gone to supervisors, as well as colleagues to rectify the conditions I've incurred. It was embarrassing. Most importantly, it was hurtful. I felt, what did I do to deserve being treated this way? What did I do to be the victim of circumstance? I'm here for a reason. I was hired for a reason, or I was welcomed into such a relationship, whether it was professional or personal, that I felt worthy. Little did I know their MO and their intentions were different. How do we overcome this? How do we face this without shame? How do we face this without being vulnerable? Well, we face it head on. Being bold enough and brave enough in a civil and respectful manner, calling their bluff, speaking the truth, and having over 2 decades in the professional realm of social work and psychology, where I can understand the social dynamics, socioeconomic statuses, and the demographics, creeds, and religions and lifestyles of those all across the world, in conjunction with the science behind why we do what we do or don't do what we do. Nature versus nurturance. I have been a victim for many, many years. And it wasn't recently until I walked the journey and achieved personal freedom through the healing power of forgiveness, and faced those who have done it upon me, addressed those in my thoughts, in my mind, and have forgiven them, but most importantly, myself, for allowing me to suffer for so long. They say truth hurts. Sure it does. We want to know the truth, but as Jack Nicholson has said, can we handle the truth? Think about it. Many of us are not even truthful with ourselves. We live a life of either misery loves company or ask for advice but don't apply the advice. Are we victims or are we ready to become victorious? My name is Andrea Mason, a woman of integrity and authenticity who has been a victim of abuse and bullying of every single kind in the book that you can think of for most of my life, being behind the curtain to now front and center. I am ready and have already shared my stories, my experiences, my faults, my failures, my mishaps. And I am ready to walk beside you as your personal accountability coach, without dictation, without judgment, without lecture, not to lead, for it's not my life, not to guide, to put you or force you outside of your comfort zone, but to be equal and walk beside you every step of the way as you choose the path less traveled, that which I call the life transformational journey called Press Play, Plan Life According to You. If you or someone you know is being a victim and doesn't know how to handle it, doesn't know how to speak about it, doesn't know how to share it, I encourage the connection. For without judgment, without excuses, just love, empathy, and listening. Because I've been there. I've done that. And I am ready to walk beside you as you achieve personal freedom through the healing power of forgiveness. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Check out AndreaMasons.com for upcoming announcements, events, and projects already in production or have been finalized. Fail forward and live your best life and finish. And on that note, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.